George Clooney, Robert Pattinson, Sandra Bullock weren't fans of their own Hollywood hits. Adam Brody recently shared he's not proud of his distasteful behavior during last seasons of The OC. Not every Hollywood project can be a hit, and even the actors aren't afraid to admit their mistakes. Adam Brody recently spoke out about how he was disappointed in his distasteful behavior in the final seasons of The OC. By season 3, everybody was over it at that point, the actor told Variety. George Clooney's performance in 1997's Batman and Robin led him to believe he destroyed the franchise for several years. Robert Pattinson said if he didn't star as the cold-blooded vampire in the Twilight saga, he would have mindlessly hated the films. Below is a look at other stars who have spoken out about roles they did not enjoy. Adam Brody. In the new book, Welcome to the OC, The Oral History, Brody admits that by the end of the show, the quality of The OC began to decline, and so did his performance. I liked the directors and the crew. And I got on really well and I didn't keep people waiting, Brody said, per Variety. I would never scream or yell at anyone, or say anything f-ing mean. But I think I very much let my distaste for the later episodes be known. I didn't mask that at all and I'm sure I openly mocked it a bit. So I'm not proud of that. Adam continued, I started to be creatively less interested. I blame myself for a lack of professionalism and a disrespect to the work. In terms of engagement as a whole, I'll just say that they're different shows, season 1 and the later seasons. Had the quality been the quality of season 1, I'm sure I would have been a lot more engaged. The quality of it and my engagement went hand in hand. Pattinson has not held back when it comes to how he views the Twilight saga. In 2012, the cast of the vampire series was interviewed by Moviefone. Pattinson admitted that if he didn't star in the films, he would have mindlessly hated the franchise. I think I am a judgmental and cynical person who would just mindlessly hate it without having seen anything. I just think I'm a bad person, Pattinson said. After years of roasting the Twilight franchise, Pattinson decided to change the narrative. In 2022, Pattinson joined his The Batman co-star Zoe Kravitz for an interview with People magazine. Kravitz admitted that she never watched Twilight. Pattinson replied, "It's not even cool to be a hater anymore." He added, "That's so 2010. Clooney believed he destroyed the Batman franchise for decades. In 2021, the actor was asked by Variety if he planned to reprise his role in the Flash film and Clooney said, "They didn't ask me. When you destroy a franchise the way I did, usually they look the other way when The Flash comes by," he joked. Clooney's wife, Amal, who was present when the question was asked, chimed in, "He won't let me watch it. There are certain films I just go, I want my wife to have some respect for me," George added. Clooney portrayed the Caped Crusader in Joel Schumacher's 1997 film, Batman and Robin. Sandra Bullock has shared that she was embarrassed that she appeared in Speed 2, Cruise Control in 1997. "I have one that no one came around to and I'm still embarrassed I was in," Bullock told 2Fab in 2022. "It's called Speed 2. I've been very vocal about it. Makes no sense. Slow boat. Slowly going toward an island." Bullock was joined by her, The Lost City co-star Daniel Radcliffe during the interview. Radcliffe admitted Speed 2 has a kind of cult love, which Sandra replied, "Very quiet. Like 5 people. Him and the other 4 12-year-olds who were watching the slow boat going toward the tiny island." Speed 2 was the sequel to Bullock's breakthrough action film Speed. Penn Badgley is thankful for his Gossip Girl role, but playing Dan Humphrey in the hit series wasn't his first choice. Speaking to Vulture in 2017, Badgley said, "When I first started, my ego wanted to play Chuck Bass." He continued, "No, it's not that I don't like my character. It's just, after a while, you're known as somebody that you're just not, and this is somebody who I so am not. He's not real. He's a tool on a show with soap operatic arcs and he needs to be a judgmental douchebag sometimes. I get that. I don't hate anybody for that. But it sucks when people call me Dan and think that I'm him." Gossip Girl was on air from 2007 to 2012 for 6 seasons. Jessica Alba first portrayed Sue Storm in Fantastic Four in 2005 before reprising her role in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer in 2007. In an interview with Elle in 2010, Alba admitted her experience with those films prompted her to consider retiring from acting. "I remember when I was dying in Silver Surfer," Alba told the outlet at the time, per Today. "The director was like, it looks too real. It looks too painful.